Here with Washington State women's basketball head coach Kamie Ethridge. Coach, just what are your thoughts after your team's 60-57 loss to Colorado?
Oh, I'm just sad. I'm sad for our team. I'm sad that we couldn't quite figure this out. Hold a team to 60 points, and it just continues to be a battle that we have. Our key players, too many of our key players have a bad night shooting altogether. Obviously, their zone affected us and bothered us, and we couldn't get great looks. It's one of those things. We've regressed a little bit in our post play and our low post play and post presence. And not that you have to score a ton of points, but you can't just not score at all. Even against a zone, you have to have someone in there that's going to make a hole and get baskets in some way. And when you don't do that, they sit outside, they get longer, they get wider, and we just it's a little harder to find angles and get shots or clean looks. And so it all ties together, and we weren't good enough, in other than Charlize, who was pretty spectacular. And I thought Michaela Jones came in and gave us a boost, and even Shear made a big three. And, we had players that play unbelievably hard and try like crazy. We just aren't scoring enough points to beat Pac-12 teams right now.
Please raise your hands if you have any questions for Coach. And Coach, you did mention Charlize's play. She picked up her first career double-double via points and rebounds. It's her second career double-double overall. She had 21 points and 13 rebounds today. What just made her so effectively in just so many different aspects of the game this afternoon?
We can just keep talking about her. There's just not a part of the game that she's not good at. You can post her up. She can handle herself at the high post against a zone. She can make threes. She's probably her best position is point guard, and she's not playing much of that for us right now. So just a great playmaker. And again, 21 points by her. She's obviously dominating the game at her position. I thought Yo had a really good start, really good first half. We really talked to her about trying to find more shots for her. Unfortunately, she got into foul trouble. And, the hard part is just Ula, Bella, and Crystal all had a really bad night kind of at the same time. And when you look at a stat sheet and one person's in double figures, it's not a good sign offensively. And I don't think, again, we could have made a three or 4 more points and we would have all been really happy, but we still have the same problem. We don't have enough offensive playmaking, shot-making players on the floor around a really great player. And we're just a little spotty, and I think we have the ability to. I think every one of those players are capable and can be better, and I think we can, that's our goal, is to try to go out and find ways to, get our scoring punch up. But right now, that's a really low point for us this season, I think.
Represents a little bit in your opening statement, but Michaela Jones has came in the last couple of games and provided some really strong minutes in the last 2 games. I think she had 7 against Arizona State. She comes in today and hits a couple of threes, scores 8 points against a tough Colorado team. Just how big is that development, just giving you another weapon, another option off the bench just to kind of think about as you're here in the stretch run of the season?
Right. I mean, finally just me deciding to give her a chance. I mean, she can shoot the ball. And again, I think that's what's huge for us right now is we've got to space the floor and we've got to give people room to operate. And, those are points that we haven't had. Grace had a 3. I mean, we scattered a few points out there. But again, we got to get more people in double figures. But I'm happy for Mick. That's what she does. Not a great, playmaking or pass or anything like that, but someone that buys into their role and is great at it and brings great energy and effort and just a spirit that you want every single day. She'll do anything for the team to succeed. And so it's great when she can step in and make big shots for us.
We got Sue Favor. Go ahead, Sue.
Hey, hi, Coach. I know sometimes when you get on these little skids, it's a lot of it, mostly it's psychological. How much do you think the youth of your team plays into kind of some of the challenges that you're going through right now?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I mean, the youngest one is the one that's unaffected, so I'm not sure that the science adds up to that. I still think, again, we were winning a few close games early. We beat some people that didn't know what we had. We're more scouted now, and we're just struggling in certain positions to shoot the ball. And I still believe in these kids. It's just, I think, we still aren't quite built the right way. We don't quite have the depth that we need. Not just depth, but maybe even competition behind people that start, that just feels like, well, I got to really be, not that anyone that doesn't try hard, but I just think you need quality depth. You need, quality competition in the gym. You need playmaking at spots on the floor. And again, I just think shooting the basketball, I'm not sure we're a great shooting team yet. I thought we would be better than we've proven to be. Maybe we'll turn it around, but I still think the fact that we don't shoot the three very well, I think really stymies the rest of what we're trying to do. And that's the point. Like, you got to stretch the D with threes, and we're not really doing that right now. And we're not really good enough in the post yet. Now I would give you that. I think Bella and Emma, they're still super young post players. They don't know how to consistently be what we need them to be on a day-to-day basis, but they're getting better. And we just got to get a little bit more out of those two in the 5 spot. And I think if we get a little bit more consistency there, it'll help us all around.
And just maybe as a quick follow-up, what you mentioned about Charlize, you've coached a lot of players over the years, Coach. What is it about her that makes her so mature and so special and so exceptional for her age? Because she obviously moves with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, just everything you just said, like a young player that has the whole skill set. Like, there's nothing in the game that she can't do. Probably can become a better passer, even though she makes some phenomenal ones, but I don't think that's, if she's a 10 in some things, I'm not sure her passing is quite that level, but, and I think her shot making will get better as she gets more fit. Her fitness level, I think, probably isn't what it will be as a young player, but her approach to the game, her ability to handle adversity, her IQ, her feel for the game is, those are exceptional, and you can have all the skill that you want, but if you don't have feel for the game or an IQ or that whole package, you're going to be limited in what the impact you can make. And she can read things, she can see things. She's a great leader. She doesn't get too up or down. She just keeps a great perspective on her, and it's a real calming effect on our team. And anyway, she doesn't play like a freshman, but I'm sure glad she is, at least for us, for the next 4 years.